Applications of DNA computing. When we talk about DNA computers, most of us probably they are thinking about our personal desktop computers or handy laptops and other small devices. But frankly speaking, DNA computing or DNA computers is an entirely different concept and has its applications in our daily computing needs. It can support our daily computing needs in multiple ways, and some applications have already been developed in different fields where DNA computers being applied successfully. DNA computing and computers has already been applied to various fields, and applications are there. For example, it has already been applied to the field in nanotechnology, in mathematics, in medicine, in chemistry, in some other fields as well. We will discuss some of the major fields where DNA computer has its successful applications. For example, in medicine, this is the era of big data. So the big data in the field of medicine also get benefited from DNA computers, and especially in the field of diagnosis and treatment. In the field of medicine, DNA computers also has its applications for analyzing multiple genes simultaneously, because when we talk about multiple gene expression systems, for example, the microarray system or some other systems where we are analyzing multiple genes, hundreds and thousands of genes simultaneously. So parallelism or extreme power of computing is required over there. So DNA computing can help in this regard, and scientists are using DNA computers for the analysis of multiple genes simultaneously as well. DNA computers in the field of medicine also has its applications in self-explanatory DNA authentication chips, and biosensors are being developed to correctly and to correctly schedule adjust the medications and release of drugs. These types of operations are being performed successfully. Applications are there, and this DNA computing is found its major applications in this field successfully. Similarly, in mathematics, it has its application in mathematics, because when Edelman first solved the Hamiltonian path problem with the help of DNA computers, that was a problem related to more or less to the mathematical problem. So it's ideally suited for these types of applications and problems in mathematics. So after that Hamiltonian path problem, DNA computing in the field of mathematics has also find some other applications for some other problems, and there are some successful devices of DNA computers being proposed for other complex and NP hard problems in the field of mathematics as well. For example, DNA computers are being applied for Boolean circuits types of problems, for chained integer arithmetics problems, for addition and subtraction operations, for weighted graph problems, scheduling problems, job scheduling problems, elevator scheduling problems, and many other problems. There have been DNA computers being proposed, devices being proposed in this field for these types of problems. Similarly, DNA computers also has its application in the field of computer science and engineering as well. For example, in the field of engineering, DNA computers are being applied, has its applications for control systems. In the area of IT, these DNA computers have their applications for security type of problems, and they have been proposed for encryption of data for data security, for the security of images types of data, and to conceal messages in DNA to enhance security and privacy measures. Also there has some other major applications in the field of computer science, engineering, and many other fields. One thing which I want to specially highlight over there, DNA computer also has its applications in the field of DNA to DNA applications. And this DNA to DNA applications involves operations performing on some unknown DNA without sequencing them first, because when we perform some operations on DNA, there is a need at some stage to sequence that DNA patch or that DNA fragment or the whole bigger DNA molecule. But these DNA to DNA operations are being applied on such unknown DNA without sequencing them first before these types of analysis. So these DNA computers also has their applications in this specific field also. And these operations are being performed by, they are achieved by coding and recoding and amplifying these unknown DNA strands. The applications of DNA to DNA analysis includes DNA sequencing, DNA fingerprinting, mutation detection, population screening, and many, many more. From this discussion, it is now clear that DNA computers has their applications in multiple fields. और इसके जो applications है ये daily basis के ऊपर जैसे जैसे डेवलपमेंट्स हो रही है तो इसकी जो एप्लीकेशंस है वो हर एक फील्ड के अंदर जो है वो अपनी इम्पोर्टेंस जो है वो बना रही है और इसको सक्सेसफुली अप्लाई किया जा रहा है मुख्तलिफ टाइप की कम्प्लेक्स प्रॉब्लम्स के ऊपर. और ये जो डीएनए कंप्यूटर्स है हमने इस डायरेक्शन में तो हम ये नहीं सोच रहे कि ये किसी टाइम पे जाके हमारे जो डेस्कटॉप सिस्टम्स है इसको रिप्लेस कर देंगे, क्योंकि ये एक डिफरेंट कंसेप्ट है. और ये हमारे जो कंप्यूटेशंस है, जो कम्प्लेक्स कंप्यूटेशंस है, जो हैवी कंप्यूटेशंस है, जो मैसिव कंप्यूटेशन है, उसको पैरेललिज्म और डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिविटी के लिहाज से अपनी इम्पोर्टेंस को उन फील्ड्स के अंदर जहाँ पे ये हमें इस तरह की कम्प्लेक्स प्रॉब्लम्स का सामना होता है वहाँ पे हर उस फील्ड के अंदर इनको साइंटिस्ट जो है वो यूज़ करें और इसकी इम्पोर्टेंस जो है वो हर एक फील्ड के अंदर जो डेली बेसिस के ऊपर जैसे जैसे डेटा जो है उसका बूम बढ़ता जा रहा है तो इसकी जो एप्लीकेशंस है उसकी ज़रूरत भी बढ़ती जा रही है और मुख्तलिफ फील्ड्स के अंदर इसकी एप्लीकेशन से इनकार नहीं किया जा सकता.